the NEET controversy that we bring to you. Remember, today is July 11th when the Supreme Court is to hear the case yet again. This is the third hearing in the particular case of paper leaks that is to be heard by the apex court of the nation. Let's get right into it. Now, the Centre has filed its affidavit before the Supreme Court in the NEET-UG case, denying any mass malpractice in the medical entrance exam conducted on May 5. Affidavit has also mentioned that the marks distribution follows a bell-shaped curve, typically of large-scale exams, indicating no abnormalities. The National Testing Agency has also submitted an affidavit in the apex court, disclosing that only 47 candidates are under suspicion for paper leaks and OMR sheet irregularities. They are contemplating shifting from pen and paper OMR exams to online tests. The NTA will present findings from the IIT Madras in today's proceedings. On Monday, July 8th, the Supreme Court asked the Centre and the NTA to respond about the extent of the paper leak and how the wrongdoers might be segregated from the others. The Supreme Court is set to hear a batch of petitions. Remember, 40 petitions were heard on Monday, and these petitions are regarding the alleged paper leaks and other irregularities that were involved in this particular exam of NEET. Over 40 petitions have reportedly been listed for hearing in the Supreme Court for today as well. Well, these are the recent updates that we're bringing to you with regards to the hearing that's to take place today. Remember, the Supreme Court on Monday has also contemplated quite extensively with regards to whether a retest is indeed needed for all the candidates or not. Because, ladies and gentlemen, remember, it's the future of 24 lakh students, nearly 24 lakh students, if not more in fact. And we had seen on 23rd June, a retest had been scheduled for 1563 students. These were the students who were awarded grace marks in this particular examination. But out of those 1563, we had only seen a 52% of students who appeared for the re-examination. Quite a considering the kind of percentage of students that had in fact appeared for the exam on 23rd June, it's quite clear that there is a considerable portion of the students of the NEET aspirants who do not want a retest. In fact, we have seen protests from both sides. While we have seen people protesting against the NEET exam, they've said that they want a retest. There's also another group of students that do not want a retest. And that exactly is the bone of contention currently with regards to whether or not a retest is indeed needed. And the Supreme Court has also said that if given the malpractices that are currently coming to light, if they have indeed taken place on a large scale, on a mass scale, in the form that it's being shown in the petitions, then they might in fact have to go ahead with a retest. Now, meanwhile, remember that July 6th, the counselling sessions had been scheduled for, but for now they've been postponed, given that the court case is now continuing. However, the NTA had said that it's not because of this particular case that's underway in the apex court. It had cited other reasons, saying that yes, they need some more time to arrange for the particular counselling sessions that are to take place. But currently, the counselling session might not be the way to go ahead. Those are the speculations coming in from be it the students, be it the coaching institutes or the educationists, who are of the belief that it is not yet time to hold the counselling sessions, given that there is a possibility that a re-examination may take place. Now, as far as the paper leaks go, the CBI investigation is continuing. There's already an investigation that's been launched. In fact, one set of the petitions that's being heard by the Supreme Court had demanded for a CBI investigation, but with the judiciary supervising this particular investigation. Whether or not that indeed will take place is, again, we're waiting for the verdict to come out, to be released by the Supreme Court. Remember, the Chief Justice of India headed bench heard the case on Monday itself. Now, another big bone of contention lies with regards to whether or not the NEET exams should now be held in the online mode. Given that this time mass irregularities that have taken place were with regards to the paper leaks that took place as well as the OMR sheets as well. There were students who had claimed that their OMR sheets were in a torn shape when they got it back. Several such complaints had in fact come to the being. So the NTA is currently even contemplating whether or not they should